Ah, that, that, ready, there, bring that up, that one, need this one. Let's see, make, here's what I want. Here, bear with me here. I know, use some new assets. All right, that's what I want. All right, started here. Up. First thing I need to get ready. Let me see if I can find it. First of all, good morning, everybody. Certainly hope everybody's doing well. Let me find this. Me? Yeah, looks like I should be able to. All right, let me pull that down. All right, so talk about that kind of at the end of it. There we go. All right, then, now let me check something here. Working. I need to update it, but I'll do that afterwards. All right, it's about 9:30, so we'll go ahead and get started. Just kind of watching the end of the first Cassian Indoor show. They've got three. They dropped 3 episodes, which I forgot they were doing that. So, but yeah, everybody go check that out. Got 3 episodes of that. Got She-Hulk Thursday, and we got the re-release of Avatar on Friday. So, if you hadn't seen Avatar in the movie theaters, now's your chance to go. I do recommend you watch that in a movie theater. But we'll go ahead and start with the first story, and then the last. So we got a couple stories here. So we'll start with this whole Bloodborne remaster. Now, let me be 100% accurate here. I didn't care for Bloodborne. All I did was hit the square and the triangle. It did not tell me where to go. It didn't tell me what Bloodborne was even about. I was just going around swinging. So, and it got boring after like 30 minutes. But again, there's a lot of people that want something called a remaster done, and they also want a port to go to PC. So according to this story, this is in PlayStation Lifestyle, a Bloodborne remaster and or a PC port that has to be done by From Software. That has nothing to do with Sony, and that's what I literally been saying that. I say people don't listen. So it's that game was co-developed between the two of them. I think the control of that game is with From Software. So and yes, Sony now will own part of From Software, like 14-15%, which is a pretty big chunk. They're like the minority stakeholder, and they're the minority of the minority, put it like that. So they have a seat at the table. So could Sony push this game to come to PC and get a remaster? Possibly, but it's not their call. It is always going to be up to From Software. And according to some insider, depending on if you want to believe it or not, it makes sense to me is that they're busy, and they may be busy doing other stuff. The Elden Ring is one of the better one of the best selling games this year. I don't know how it doesn't win Game of the Year. Again, it's subjective. My Game of the Year so far has been the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but that's me personally. So, you know, like I said, all that stuff is subjective. But for all the people who are going around, you know, busting their nuts, so to speak, wanting a Bloodborne remaster, you guys have got to stop talking about it as something that Sony would do and look at it from Software's point of view and start trying to get From Software to do it. So, going on PlayStation Ecstasy. So, again, I don't get why this is a big deal. I don't understand why people get tore up from the floor up on it. Again, somebody would really have to explain to me what makes that game good. I'm not going to argue with you, but you can just leave a comment. What makes this game so good? You know, and because I don't understand what you all see in it, you know. But everybody's different, right? So like I ain't gonna make fun of it. It's just it wasn't a game for me. It's like I have Elden Ring. I haven't even played it yet. You know, I just haven't even been able to get around to it. And let's see here. So also, what else do we have? We have but that was pretty much it with Bloodborne. So if you want a Bloodborne remaster, go talk to them. It talks about it. I think it mentions Jeff Grubb's name. Jeff Grubb, I believe, now works for Microsoft. But it says here one of the most requested PS5 remasters right now is Bloodborne. Alternatively, players would love for this game to be ported to PC so a new audience can enjoy it. Unfortunately, neither a Bloodborne PC port nor remaster is going to happen anytime soon. This is according to Jeff Grubb. Because From Software, the only studio that could make it happen, they're just too busy right now. So, I mean, it's that simple. I mean, I thought that was hilarious. So, so this says here that the studio behind the hugely successful Elden Ring, and that's taking up most of their time. I guess they're doing the support and all that kind of stuff at Elden Ring. And says while no DLC has been announced for that game, despite rumors and false leaks, the team is still building up support and updating it. So I guess, yeah, they're going to update their game and stuff like that. So with no time for Bloodborne, players may be wondering why Sony just doesn't hand the game over to someone else like their PC studio, Nix's. And it says here, according to them, Jeff Grubb told Xbox Expansion Pass this was because From Software is the only studio that can work with the game's code. So that's, however that code is done, From Software, they the only ones that handle it. So not even Sony's top studios want to take that on. So also we'll go down. I don't know if you all saw this. Twitch used to be in a 70-30 split with people, but starting next year, I think it's next year, starting next year at some point, or maybe the end of this year, you're going to be 50-50. So again, the price has gone up. All right. Like I said, yesterday's price ain't today's price. And so people, they're going to be screaming, I'm pretty sure, about that. I'm pretty sure they knew about it, but I thought it was funny because everybody's talking about price and things like that. So let's see if, since Twitch is going to a 50-50 split, let's see if people start saying that Twitch is being anti-consumer. Like, they're being anti-consumer because the prices are going up. Bunch of broke asses. Prices go up all the time. I mean, we bought a Ninja Foodie, I think for $199. Was it? Yeah, she said it was $199. Was it $199? All right, and the price, it went on sale at Prime Day, and I think it was down to like $149 or something like that. So now is Ninja being anti-consumer because they dropped the price and we got it at a different price? I mean, damn, man, people are just broke as hell. So, but yeah, there's all this stuff of this entitlement, and you know, they should make things easier for me. Ain't nobody gonna make nothing easy. I don't know who taught you this growing up as a child, but ain't nothing gonna be easy. But this is what happens when you give a bunch of people, you give everybody a trophy and nobody wants to lose and all that kind of stuff. So, but for all you people who want a Bloodborne remaster, That's what you're gonna have to do. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Don't get mad, get glad. So and be done with it. Uh but we'll move on. We'll move the story on. We'll talk about this whole FROSK thing and how she pretty much, based on the information that's out there at this point, FROSK pretty much sunk G4 network. Now I'll start with Adam Sessler. Adam Sessler did not use his own money to restart G4. He was just an employee. He was a contracted employee like the rest of them. And so he did not have the power to shut her down. And also, they knew that that girl was pretty much an asshole. They knew that girl was an asshole. And she's not going to stop acting like she does because you hire her. Okay? It really reminds me of what happened at ESPN years ago when they hired Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh has passed. I'm not going to say nothing negative. I'm not going to dog him out. But Rush Limbaugh was known as, he was a bigot. And everybody knew he was a bigot. But they thought, well, we'll try to work with him. We'll see what happens. And he did okay for like the first 2 weeks. And then he said something stupid and they got rid of him. And everybody was saying that this, and to ABC and ESPN's credit, they took accountability. Like, hey, look, we wanted to work with him. We tried. All these people had said things about him. And, you know, they had said things about him. And we were, you know, we tried to work with him and it didn't work out. Ooh, let's pause. See if we can play this video. Shout out to Zuby Tech. If you don't know, PlayStation VR 2 promo is out. So, see if we can stream this. Go over here. Look at me trying to do things on the fly for you guys. So let's bring that down. Let's go. Boom. Boom. And here, add to sources, screen capture. See if we can that over. See if this will work. PSVR. All right, 4K HDR display, real HDR, not fake HDR. Wow, 3D eye tracking detects and follows your vision. That way, it sounds like you won't have to be moving your head a whole lot. That I needed that information because you know, my neck. Okay, forward rendering will focus on the detail, so it's kind of like VRS or whatever it's called. VRS, variable rate shading. So variable rate shading pulls assets away from something you're not looking at or that's not in use and puts it somewhere else. That's forward rendering pretty much does the same thing. It does it differently, but it does a lot of the same thing. All right, that's going to be interesting. Can you imagine those things flying around you and possibly your whole head moving, like the the headset may be vibrating. That will be some eerie stuff. There's your adaptive triggers. Now that's what I don't like. I don't like the full hand not being shown here. I don't like that. All right, shout out to Zuby Tech. Fair use, Zuby. Fair use. So we'll pull that on down. But hopefully you all saw something that you like. Hopefully. So let's uncapture this. So this is working. There we go. All right. So but all right. Back to FROSK. So people like that because of her. I'll say this on my podcast. Willie D, shout out to Willie D. Yes, former rapper from the Ghetto Boys. Willie D's got a podcast, and he was pretty much saying that people with, let's just say, with FROSK's sexual orientation, they believe that since of historic victimization, that they should be able to say shit and you shouldn't be able to say shit about them. And that's what her whole rant was about. Oh, you all don't like me because I'm not eye candy. And I'm like, I didn't think Olivia Munn was that attractive. I thought she was cute, but it wasn't like I was lusting for her. Morgan Webb, I thought Morgan Webb was stacked, okay? But Morgan Webb was married. Her wedding ring was so big that she had to constantly cover it up because it caused reflection on lens when they were re-recording shows. So, and Adam Sessler looked like somebody's daddy back then. I mean, this was back in what, the early 2000s when Attack of the Show and all that stuff was on, and X-Play. But at the end of the day, that network wasn't that good. But they did say that more people are subbing now that FROSK is gone. But just they hire an abrasive personality, and when you do that, you know, maybe they thought she would act differently. But shout out to Ash and Luca, and she came on to 60 Frames No Lag yesterday. Very, very nice being on another podcast with her. I forgot how much fun she is. And so shout out to her for coming on to the podcast. But she was saying something interesting, that she found some videos of her like from a while back. I can't remember exactly what she said. I don't want to put words in her mouth. But when she said that that girl outright said this is the way she is. And it's kind of like, okay, if somebody tells you that they're an asshole and then everybody around her treats that person like an asshole, she's an asshole. So just leave her alone. You know, she'll be okay. Like I said, I'm surprised that it took them this long to fire her when she got all these complaints. And you got to understand, these guys out here, these white guys out here that are on this victimization of white men, guys like geeks and gamers and the Quarterline and all that kind of stuff. Those guys were waking up, and those guys wake up in the morning and try to figure out how white men are being victims. You know, they wake up, you know, stub their toe. Oh, well, victim, I'm a victim. I stubbed my toe. You know, the bed shouldn't have been where I left it. So, but so she ran into that, and those guys, that's why those were most of the guys all day long yesterday. Those guys were literally celebrating, you know, saying it's a double standard. If she was a man, she would have been gone. And it just constant BS. So, but it did surprise me it took them that long to fire her, because people like that don't change. And maybe she will change now, but I doubt it personally. I wouldn't hire that girl to shine my shoes personally. But that's just my opinion. But again, it's like the whole ESPN thing with Rush Limbaugh. When Rush Limbaugh said all that stupid stuff on ESPN, guess what? that ESPN and ABC had to take accountability because at the end of the day, they're the ones who hired him, knowing he had said a bunch of stupid, bigoted stuff in the past. So, you know, they were like, we try to be the bigger people and we tried to work with him. It's like, you don't do stuff with people like that. You just don't, you know. So, you know, it's like, what was that? The Act Man or Ass Man, whatever that guy was called, the Act Man. And people were doing podcasts with him, trying to interview him and stuff like that. And it's like, nah, I mean, I think he came on, I don't know if he was on Next Gen's podcast or maybe he came on the Portal Rocks podcast. I don't remember. But yeah, I was available for that podcast. I'm like, man, I ain't going to talk to that dude. People like that need to be, you know, I don't want to say what needs to happen to people like that. So, but we'll just, we're going to move it on here. First things first, I left a link in the description at the end of the video where you can see me calling in the B2 on Modern Warfare. So shout out to everybody who's watched that. Go ahead and check that video out. It's only like 5 minutes long. You can put some bacon on the grill and check that video out of me calling in the B2. But moving to the last story, which is the Battlefield story, which I told you guys was going to happen. Okay, I told you guys that this was going to happen, so you all need to give me my flowers, and we'll go ahead and get this story pulled up here. Let me type that in. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong thing. Let's go ahead and do this, and we'll go to push square because if you're not a you're not a circle, then you're a push square. So shout out to Foxy Games UK. But maybe you all saw this, or maybe you didn't see it. So, and this was from Monday, and it says Battlefield publisher EA eyes opportunity if Call of Duty leaves PS5, PS4. Now, this is what we were talking about over here, about a week ago? You know, and then when I was on 60 frames, no lag, 3 to 4 weeks ago, this is what I was talking about. Hey, if they lose Call of Duty, you can expect them to go strike a deal with EA. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. And now you're seeing it from the actual developer. And again, it says an opportunity. So what does that mean? Well, that means Sony would walk in and they would get Battlefield marketing rights and everything. And, you know, the beta, maybe the alpha, but more than likely the beta would be on PlayStation, okay? Marketing rights would go to PlayStation. And as I said before, this will give Sony the opportunity to go ahead and get Medal of Honor, get that IP, because EA owns that, and it's just sitting there. It's not making nobody no money. So Sony could, in theory, bring that game back with EA and go into another, I don't know, 60-40, 70-30 split. And Modern Warfare, I'm sorry, that Medal of Honor game, it was the one they did back in, was it 2012, whatever it was, that the latest one they did, Warfighter or something like that. I forgot the name of it. That actually was a good game. It was just as good as a Call of Duty game. So, but this is what I was talking about. So you all need to go ahead and give me my flowers, because I told you guys this was going to happen. And the story does read that even if Microsoft's unprecedented $69 billion acquisition of Blizzard goes through, Call of Duty is unlikely to leave PlayStation platforms anytime soon. We know that Sony has an ongoing contract with the publisher that will be honored. The Xbox has the very least committed to 3 additional years in an attempt to appease the regulators. Now, we all know what happened with Jim Ryan said, blah, blah, blah. All right, but EA bigwig Andrew Wilson, let me blow that up. Andrew Wilson is not losing too much sleep over the series' future on PS5, PS4. However, in fact, he sees a huge opportunity for his company's own first-person shooter franchise, Battlefield, while the previous installment, 2042, has a terrible reputation. I don't know if that's true or not because I've never played the game, okay? It didn't retain players. The Australian executive was eager to reiterate that the series' future will remain on PlayStation. So, there you go. Let's see here. In a world where there may be questions over future of Call of Duty and what platforms that it might be on or might not be on, being platform agnostic and completely cross-platform with Battlefield, I think it's a tremendous opportunity, he said during a recent Goldman Sachs event, as reported by Seeking Alpha. Goldman Sachs is a major investment bank, so EA may be seeking some outside investment. So obviously, if Call of Duty ceases to release on PlayStation platforms, I personally hope it does, okay? It'll leave a gigantic audience looking for something else to play. While it's true that some players will simply leave Sony's ecosystem and game elsewhere, that is true. Others will seek an alternative, and that's where Wilson believes his company may be able to capitalize. So basically, if this game gets pulled, expect Sony to strike a deal with EA for this game. All right? Not the game to be exclusive. Don't put words in my mouth. All right? But for the game to be done on their platform. Says, of course, before we can even think, begin to think about encroaching on COD's territory, Battlefield needs to get back on track. I agree 100%. That speaking candidly, Wilson admitted that the two previous entries in the property have failed to meet expectations. I don't think we delivered in the last two iterations in the way we should have. Everybody knows that. But right now the teams are in place to realize the series' unbelievable ambitions. If you don't know, they are doing a single player campaign for this last Battlefield game. And hopefully that brings people back to the game. Okay, that's just my opinion, right? So to be honest, I'll really be a good Battlefield game. To be honest, it'll take a really good Battlefield game to unseat Call of Duty. Battlefield 1 and 2, it wasn't Battlefield got off track because they tried to make it too much like Call of Duty. Okay, they need to just make it Battlefield where the entire battlefield is tearing apart and all that kind of stuff. So, but in its current state, Battlefield got a long way to go before it emerges as the likeliest candidate. Again, just give me my flowers for this one because again, that's why I'm like, yeah, go ahead and pull the game off of PlayStation. Talk about Call of Duty. And when you pull the game off of PlayStation, understand that's going to leave a major opportunity for PlayStation to go get Battlefield. So, let's see here. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. This Killzone became a more successful series in Medal of Honor. Killzone should continue. Yeah, I think they can do both. And Killzone, I mean, but do you think, Andrew, that Killzone, because that's more of a science fiction based shooter, do you think Destiny kind of usurps that? I think Destiny usurps it, and they have a game that does that. They won't have a Battlefield they won't have a Call of Duty game in 6 years. If Jim Ryan signs the 3-year extension, they keep Battlefield for 6 years, or Call of Duty for 6 years. The 3 they supposed to have it and 3 more. That's if Jim Ryan signs it. Jim Ryan could walk away. Jim Ryan, the way his personality is, he's going to walk away from that deal. Especially if he can strike a deal with EA to get Battlefield marketing and possibly bring back Medal of Honor. And you get 2 games, and you make Medal of Honor. You do a Medal of Honor thing like Warzone. I think you all were telling me the other day that Warzone is free. So imagine doing a Medal of Honor type of game where it's free. And it's multi-plat, okay? You can play it, it's cross-play, everybody's happy, okay? But then you do another Medal of Honor game that's only on PlayStation. And that, to me, that makes everybody happy because EA's like, yeah, we have this Battlefield game. I keep getting these mixed up. Let me get my words right. EA could say, yes, we have a Medal of Honor game, okay? And it's going to be competitive with Warzone, okay? And this is for the people that play these games. This is not for me personally. I think honestly, that's why I'm a better person to take a look at it with you guys because I don't play this game, so I can just tell you what could be better. But if Sony loses Call of Duty, let's put that over to the side. They have no more B2 to call in, okay? So no more B2 for you. They need a game that could be competitive. That game is Battlefield, and then they can bring back Medal of Honor. So they could say, and Battlefield could still stay multi-plat, but Medal of Honor, they bring back Medal of Honor and they start taking on Call of Duty through Medal of Honor. So there's an opportunity for SOCOM. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, well, SOCOM is coming back. I mean, SOCOM's coming back. You know, I believe they're working on SOCOM right now. So, I think it's going to be, they'll have two versions of it. They'll have a VR version and they'll have the regular version. So, but I think all that's coming back. Mag, Killzone, all that's coming back. So, but again, you go ahead. If you're Sony, you strike that deal. You get Medal of Honor. You get, you know, I mean, it stays it can stay multi-plat, but you put a map. You say, look, you can play Warzone with your friends. You can play Medal of Honor online with your friends. But Medal of Honor, whatever you want to call it, Warfighter 2 or Medal of Honor, blah blah blah. You know, that game, it will be only on PlayStation. Okay. And that way you're coming, you have your, and like Andrew saying Killzone, Paul, you're saying SOCOM. Yeah, I agree with all that. You know, all that comes back. Mag, SOCOM, you still have Apex Legends. So again, it's my point to you is that they're being competitive. They're being competitive. So, and that to me is what Sony should do. I mean, I still think that's when you have EA's bigwig already talking about it. That's what I said was going to happen. So it is what it is. What's up, SIE? So the question for you guys, and I'm talking about for you guys who play those games, would that be a good response if Jim Ryan walks away? Okay, because you got to remember that the deal has been offered from Phil Spencer and Microsoft. Okay, once we get this, we are offering you 3 more years. Should Jim Ryan walk away from that and instead of signing, go ahead and say, well, we'll just go ahead and strike this deal with EA? That my personal opinion, because I don't play the game, my personal opinion is for them to do both. Let's start right there. But if Jim Ryan walks away, what will he do? Should he just walk into EA and say, yes, we would like marketing rights to Battlefield? Okay, should he do that? Should they try to buy Medal? I think they should buy Medal of Honor, the IP, from EA, but co-develop the game with EA and put a map out like Warzone, where you just have, I don't know how many maps Warzone has. Say Warzone has 8 maps, you put out 10 maps, okay? And let's just say you do something like that, you know, and which is fine, but you do the exact same thing. You do the exact same thing, and then you have a Medal of Honor game that is strictly going to be a single player game. Okay, it's like the old Medal of Honor games used to be, and it can be, you can do it for World War II because that's where Medal of Honor used to take place. That one Medal of Honor, I forgot the name. Was it Frontline? Man, that game was good. Was it Frontline? Somebody can look that up. What's up, Dion? So, but what do you all think about that? Like I said, you know, but give me my flowers, because I told you guys this was going to happen. Sony is not going to just lay down and let Microsoft do this. Okay, they are going to be proactive. I think, in my opinion, and I'll bring this up again because we're almost at 10 o'clock. I started about 10 minutes earlier because I want to game today. I got to work next 2 days, so I'm going to be gaming hard today till that thing starts flashing on my PlayStation joystick or gamepad. So let me go ahead and put this other thing up on the screen. Let me go here. Go here. See if I can put this up here. This is just kind of give you more insight on why I think Square Enix has been purchased, or maybe some kind of investment's been made. Um, I didn't see this the other day. Shout out to somebody that's on Twitter. I won't mention their name. Dropped this little nugget, and this is from September 4th. And nobody, at least I take that back. I didn't see this. I'm sorry. This is from September 9th. I didn't see this. So this is from Game Rant, and it says Xbox Game Pass is becoming a ghost town for Final Fantasy. And this person also said that almost all of Square's games are getting yanked off of Game Pass. Again, I don't have Game Pass on Xbox. If you have an Xbox and you have Game Pass, is this true? Is this article accurate? Okay. So, you know, it says here, it says here back in 19, Microsoft and Square Enix revealed that 10 of the mainline games in Final Fantasy's catalog were coming to Game Pass. They didn't all come at once, but over the past few years, fans have been able to play the original Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 12, 13, 13-2, Lightning Returns, and Final Fantasy 15. All right. So it says, but they've slowly left over time, and only 3 are available of this writing. So is that true? So Final Fantasy is leaving Xbox, and this is related. This is related. Final Fantasy is leaving Xbox Game Pass for another service effectively. So that should say effective immediately. So again, how true is this article, if it's true at all? And if it is true, okay, it is true, and it looks like it is, why is all of a sudden all these Square Enix games getting yanked? I mean, I just want you to ask yourselves that, you know. So again, it's not a matter of this. So this is, I'm trying to give you more methodology on why I think Sony has either purchased Square Enix and it hasn't been announced, or there's been some kind of capital investment by Sony, or a third option is that the money that Square Enix got from, it was an Embracer, I think, that bought those Western RPGs. I can't remember if it was, I don't remember. I can't remember that. Did they take some of that capital that they had and just start pushing all these games out? I mean, I'm just asking an open-ended question. It's not a gotcha question. Trust me, if it was, I'd tell you. But I don't know the answer. So I'm just trying to tell you all my methodology of thinking on why. If you want to know why I think it's been purchased, this is why. All right, it's stuff like this. It's not no insider or anything like this. This is public information that you're seeing up here on this screen. All right, so is this a true article? If you have Game Pass, is it true that these games have left? I'm just asking. All right, why did Forspoken get moved, get pushed back? Why is Octopus Traveling Part 2 not coming? That's not slated, hasn't been announced publicly for Xbox. I mean, that's weird, okay? Because Square Enix is an independent company that publishes its own games. Why would they move their game? Because of partners. What partner are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Okay, you know, so the only partner that I know of is Sony. You know, or maybe they got somebody else. I mean, that's my whole point. Is, you know, this is just weird. And then if they got somebody else, why would they be pulling games off Xbox? You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm just putting it out there. That's my method in thinking. That's just, you know, that's my Sherlock Holmes. You can call it Craig Lock Holmes. That's what I'm asking openly. You know, you all can be the Bourbon Street regulars and try to figure it out, because that's just what I'm going by. All right. So again, so it's nothing inside. It's not, well, I got this insider information. No, it's just me kind of thinking out loud. So, but what say you? You know, what say you? That's the main thing here. You know, what do you all think? And then why do you think it? So, wrapping up here. The Bloodborne Remaster, that's up to From Software. It's not up to Sony, and that is according to Jeff Grubb, aka Grub Snacks. The PS5 and Battlefield thing, that will happen if Microsoft and Sony can't work something out. And I keep telling people they got 3 years to work a deal. Okay, they got 3 years to get a deal done. It doesn't have to be done tonight. So it just look. Don't think Sony won't walk away. They walked away from Disney with Spider-Man when all that stuff went down. Everybody thought, they were like, yeah, we're not dealing with you all. Disney broke that deal. So and Sony walked away, but ultimately Sony got what they wanted in the end. They got Kevin Feige to produce the other Spider-Man movie. They got another Spider-Man movie with another Marvel character in it. It was Doctor Strange, and I think Wong was in it. So what do you all think? Ultimately. So, and let's see. He says FROSK has been given future endeavors treatment. Maybe. So could be. Paul Game says there isn't money. And thanks for being a member, Paul Game. There isn't money for third-party publishers and Game Pass. Well, again, I think you're going to see them as they get more studios underneath their umbrella. You'll see them pushing less third-party stuff. Because they won't have to have it. They'll have the shovelware, the single and double A stuff, but the AAA stuff, they won't have it. And I don't know if you saw that thing circulating about Game Pass costing like $35 or $40, but you would have access to Ubisoft Play or Ubi Plus. You would have access to EA Play. You would have access to it was some other things that they had listed, and that or matter of fact, the EA, they said it would be EA Ultimate, and they would get the PC version and get games day and date, which I have had that. You don't get all their games day and date. So, but what do you all think? What's up, Art? How you doing, brother? What do you all think if that service costing $40, $35 to $40? Okay, for that, and that would be the highest tier. Remember, they're going to go to a tier-based system as well, like Sony has a tier-based system. So, and if you don't know, I followed through. I changed my tier base from the high one that was like 19 or 17, whatever that was. I went to the middle one. I had the high one for 3 months, didn't care for it. Also, Siphon Filter 2, Part 2 is available in the highest tier. So Siphon Filter 1 and 2 available. I love Siphon Filter 1 and 2. Siphon Filter 3 was garbage. What's up, Decimy? Hold on, Art, I thought you were a mod. All right, yeah. I just modded you up, Art. I thought you already were, man. My bad. So, but what do you all think? Battlefield being more associated with PlayStation. Now we're talking about other dominoes falling first. So the first domino is Call of Duty. Jim Ryan walks away from first of all, Call of Duty deal goes through. All right, that's the first thing that's got to happen. Then Jim Ryan's got to sign the deal, or not sign. Then Jim Ryan has to go to EA, and then EA has to agree to the marketing deal. Then Sony would have to buy the Medal of Honor intellectual property from EA. Then Sony would have to make that game with EA. So we're talking about a bunch of dominoes falling. So, so Beezer says he believes PlayStation will call in the B2 with the purchasing of Epic. I still don't think they're going to purchase Epic, but okay. I just don't. I don't know why you think that either. I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, will they make more capital investments? Yeah, but actual purchase of Epic? So, let's see. Battlefield is a great addition to PlayStation because, well, it already is on PlayStation. It's not like, understand what I'm saying here. I'm not saying that they would get it exclusively. I'm simply saying they would get the marketing rights, not publishing, but marketing rights. They could possibly reanimate Medal of Honor, which was the game everybody was playing before Call of Duty. We went, it was Medal of Honor was first, and then we went to Call of Duty. Call of Duty and Battlefield was out at the same time. And there were people who played Call of Duty and played them both. they would say the difference is that Battlefield is a much more accurate representation. So it was more of a sim, whereas that Call of Duty was more an arcade. But the arcade way won out. Battlefield, in my opinion, and I don't really play the game, but from what people have complained about, they're trying to make it too much like Call of Duty, and Battlefield played differently than Call of Duty. So, you know, other channel was modded, not this. Oh, okay, maybe that's what it was then. All right, thank you, Art. So, but good morning to everybody else. But no, I don't understand why that can't happen. But again, Medal of Honor to me has always been that's like the granddaddy of it all. So yeah, I think MAG and SOCOM and all those games are coming back. Killzone, all that is coming back. So just, you know, I don't know why people want to know everything right now, because even if Sony came out and said, yes, SOCOM's coming back, next thing they're going to complain about is going to be, well, where's the gameplay? That's going to be the very next thing they complain about. And then Sony would show gameplay. Oh, well, it's not complete gameplay. So they're always going to bitch and moan about something. That's all I can really say about it. So just don't give them anything. That's what Sony is doing. Now, guys that make content, like your favorite YouTuber, Marlon Gaming Nation, because he makes content based on what Sony and Microsoft are doing, if he doesn't have any information, he feels, oh, I get to say it. Oh my God, I get to say it on a Wednesday. I get to say it. Here we go. Here we go. He feels some kind of way. and he is upset about it. That's all there is to it. Oh man. So, but that's what I personally think about it. So, but I told you guys that this was going to happen. Okay, I'm the one who sat here in this ugly chair that I had because my Cyberpunk chair broke. Hashtag chair gang. You know, and I told you guys that if this stuff it's not like Sony is in suspended animation with Call of Duty with Microsoft. They can go somewhere else. They have their own IP, and my personal opinion is that Medal of Honor is your answer. That's your answer. Now, you don't own it. You would have to physically go to EA, purchase it, and maybe co-make it with EA and say, hey, we're going to do something like Warzone where everybody plays it. It'll be cross-play and blah, blah, blah this. Okay, that's one thing that you can do. But then you also say we're also developing another Medal of Honor game that's going to be only on PlayStation. And I'm sure you'll release it on PC as well. So, and that's where you're going to keep it. You'll be cross-play with PC and on this version. And then on the other version, it will be for everybody and everybody wins and blah, you know. So that to me is the best answer if they can't get a deal done with Microsoft, you know. So just, it is what it is. You daggone right, Lincoln Clay. Mass Effect should be in VR. But did you see, hey, Lincoln, did you see the VR commercial this morning? The first official commercial for VR for Sony. They put it out this morning. So, Bad Company 2, never played that one. So, but yeah, guys, just understand SOCOM and MAG and all that stuff is coming back. It's all going to come back. They're going to make another Siphon filter as well. So, on the Unreal 5 engine. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Hit that like button to share the care. Let's see. Terse is great. It says Medal of Honor 2010 and Warfighter campaigns were badass because Danger Close made those games about tier 1 operators from JSOC, SEAL Team 6. Well, yeah, I know. And it's just sitting there. You know, my whole point is Medal of Honor is just sitting there, not making nobody no money. So, oh, you haven't seen it, Lincoln? Go check it out, man. They show some stuff. They're gonna have it looks like, and I want to know your opinion on it. It looks like when you're doing VR, and I don't know if you, first of all, if you played Resident Evil 8. So when those vampires or whatever these things are, I think they're vampires. When they come around you, they have all these bugs, and it looks like your headset is going to be shaking as all those bugs come. Because I thought that was one of the coolest things I've seen. So I have not played Bad Company. Yeah, I like the band. Now, there's a band called Bad Company. Got a song called what is it? Shooting Star. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? It's a great song. Great song. So, but yeah, Lincoln, check that out. So yeah, I mean, they could actually. Can you imagine? All right, imagine them bringing back Medal of Honor. All right, and they walk out on stage with the guy, the SEAL guy, the guy that was in SEAL Team 6, who shot and killed Osama bin Laden. And they walk out, he walks out on stage and introduces that game. That will bring down the damn house. Okay, that brings down the house. You get this guy on there, you get official U.S. Navy SEAL backing like you did with SOCOM. You get that, and you get Delta. I would like to see more Delta missions than I would SEAL missions, but because Delta's more mechanized. So, you know, they take tanks and trucks and all that kind of stuff. So the whole thing with Call of Duty, it's mixed all that up. Now, SEAL Team 6 does have Delta operators in there, if you don't know. That SEAL Team 6 reports to Dev Groove, the Pentagon Development Group, also known as Dev Groove. So DEVDRUV, Dev Groove. So, I believe it's pure fire. So, but yeah, go check that out. Destiny says you think Jim should get rid of Call of Duty. It's on its way out. Well, again, I don't really play the game. I do like the Modern Warfare from 2019, and shout out to Strictly Gaming. You all should go sub to him. Strictly Gaming helped me out, because if you want to play the Call of Duty game from Modern Warfare game from 2019, the one that came out right before the end of the generation, if you want to play that game, you have to download Warzone or something like that. And then it's not part of the root program. I had to download Warzone. Then you'll have 3 or 4 screens come up, and it'll be the Modern Warfare 2 beta, open beta, which I haven't played. Jay Barry said the game's trash. I trust Jay Barry because he's been playing that game for 20 years, right? So I trust his judgment. He said it's garbage. All right, it's garbage. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm not going to question my man Jay Barr. That's my man, 50 grand, right? But you'll get 3 screens up. You'll get the Modern Warfare 2 beta, you'll get the Warfare screen or Warzone screen, and then over on the right it says Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You want to go and load all that. Now, again, it took me forever and a lifetime to download all that shit. I mean, it took all, when I say it took all day, it took all day. I'm not saying that to exaggerate like I'm Amber Heard. It took all day long to download all that stuff. I mean, I'm talking about, I went out, it would be downloading. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for a walk. And then like, damn, I come back, it's still loading. You know, then I go ahead and turn on a college football game. Turn back to the PlayStation screen, the input screen, still loading. So you're gonna be loading for a while. So it's an amazing, give Jim Ryan a call. Jim Ryan and them probably already thought about it. So it's not hard to see if you're gonna walk away from Call of Duty, which is, I don't care if they do or don't. I personally don't want to, call in the B2 and getting one-man army and becoming a martyr and getting, and prestiging. That to me sounds stupid, but if they do not re-sign the deal, then yeah, you can just go ahead and sign with EA. EA got 2 shooters that are capable. You got MAG, you got SOCOM, you got Killzone. It's not like you don't have stuff to compete. You have Destiny. So someone got slow internet. Art, that game is huge, man. It's like 188 gigs. And you just can't, you just can't download one thing. You got to download everything. I even had to download the multiplayer for Modern Warfare just to get the campaign to work. It sucks, but that's what I had to do. And you also had to download, I downloaded the Ultra Textures pack. I downloaded that. So I'm getting the quote unquote best graphics, and it looks great. By the way, on my Sony J85 50-inch TV, it looks great. That clean house mission, I may go back and play that again today. I played the clean house mission like 5 times since because once I got there, that it is so much fun. But the game to me is just a fun game to play. You know, going out there blowing stuff up. You know, I'm having a good time shooting stuff, using drones to destroy helicopters. That's all good. So, Killzone, I have not played that in a while. So, Killzone, it wasn't optimized. Yeah, it is now. It is now. You can download different texture packs on PlayStation, and I assume on Xbox as well. And then I'm playing it with the 3D headset on. It is just good stuff. It is good stuff. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So, Destiny says, you want Call of Duty off PlayStation. This will force Sony to bring back. Well, I mean, they're already bringing those IPs back, but they're not, just because they haven't announced it. Like I said, why announce it? Then you get some idiot trying to break in and use source code. So that kid is going to go to prison. They did that to Rockstar Games. He is 16 years old, and shout out to Porter Rock. He's saying he's part of a bigger group, and he's 16 years old, and he's crying, and you know, because he's gonna run into the booty warrior in prison, and the booty warrior is gonna be like, I like you and I want you. But what does he say first? He says, hey, come here. You know what? I like you and I want you, and we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. And they always chose the easy way. But there's always somebody like Perfect Cell or somebody else that wants to choose the hard way. Yeah, get the likes up. Art's right. Hit that like button and share. That's free, man. Y'all are lazy as hell. So, you know, it's not like we're doing a dono war, okay? We can do a dono war if you want to, you know? We can make this a dono war podcast. So... Versus Gray says, I feel Call of Duty Modern Warfare was the best it's ever been in terms of visuals, weapons, sound, and animations. I agree. So far, I'm not disagreeing with it. I haven't played the second one yet. Okay, you can't speak objectively on multiplayer because I think it kind of sucks. You never was a competitive gamer. Well, again, I stopped playing online back when I had a PC. Now I will, because I have a membership open. If the members want to play some games online, I'll do that. So, like I said before, if somebody wants to play like the Division part, I think I have the Division Part 2. I think it's still over there. I have to look. If somebody wants to play that, I'll play it, because that to me is at least fun. Because I can only get to like level 15 before you have to have somebody come with you. Like that's the way the game is designed, which sucks. Because everybody wants a single player Division game. I would like to have a Division game that's single player, and I control my own unit. And if they go to that, I'd be a huge, because the Division has huge potential. And if you play it on PS5 with that patch, wow. I mean, it looks fantastic. So let's see here. PlayStation should buy the former Novo Logic IP, Delta Force from THQ Nordic. We make joint operations, Typhoon Horizon with my... Yeah, I guess they could do that. I mean, like I said, my point to you all is that don't get bogged down in this conversation that, in this case, it's Sony doesn't have a whole bunch of options. You all saw the MPD, right? Sony winning the MPD, even though everybody was screaming bloody murder about the price increases. You saw what they did in Europe with the gaming, right? So they got 3 of the top 10 games, even though the price has gone up. I mean, so do not get caught up in all that bullshit back and forth on Twitter. Twitter is not a real place. So, what PlayStation news am I sitting on? I already did it on Mortal Black. I did my Square Enix update. So, and we also talked about how Battlefield, if Sony does walk away from the B2, which is possible, it's going to happen, how EA believes that it's a great opportunity for them. You know, so that's according to EA. It's a great opportunity for them. So, and they would come in, Sony would get marketing rights to Battlefield, and I personally believe they would get the they would buy the intellectual property called Medal of Honor, because Medal of Honor, you have World War II games that competes with Call of Duty. You have a Modern Warfighter, whatever it's called, that competes with Call of Duty. So, and you could simply say, we're going to do an always online game and play like Warzone with Call of Duty. Okay, Warzone would be fine. Okay, you could say, yes, we open this up to everybody. We have 10 free maps, and it's going to be multi-plat, or it's going to be cross-play. But then we're also developing a Medal of Honor game that's only going to be on PlayStation. Okay, and I think they should do this in joint operation, so to speak, with the U.S. military community. Sort of, they, you know, like part of the Medal of Honor series went to the Wounded Warriors program. Sony could do something like that. Go in with Dev Groove, go in with J Sox, go in, you know, they have options. Let's just put it like that. They have options. I would not get too tore up about it. So, but that's I've already given my Square Enix update. So, yeah, that's Amber Heard. That's what FROSK is. She's Amber Heard. So, too many people, I've said this, too many people with FROSK's orientation think they can say things about people, and people can't say things back, and they're going to cite historical oppression of what they, you know, of their orientation. So just don't get caught up in that bullshit. That's what Amber Heard tried to do. That was her whole defense. Amber Heard's whole defense is that nobody's going to believe you, Johnny, because you're a man. That was her defense. So, and she lost. She owes $10 million. That's a lot of chicken wings. I mean, I can't imagine somebody coming up to me saying, you got to pay me $10 million. And people are now saying her life is falling apart. So guess why stock is starting to get back to normal. Yes, and they are probably going to do this outsourced Blu-ray player, CD-ROM, that you can just hook into your digital PlayStation 5s. And that, if you're a digital game owner, I mean, the whole thing is supporting physical media. Like, I support physical media, right? I still buy records. So I support physical media, and it's a way for you to support physical media in the secondary market, whether you go buy it at GameStop, or you go buy something on sale at Target, or you go to a pawn shop and you buy something for your PlayStation. It's a way to do that, man. So do you think Frosky is moisty now? I just thought she was tone deaf, but again, that's who she is in real life. She is that way, and that's why I compared it to ESPN hiring Rush Limbaugh. ESPN knew Rush Limbaugh was a bigot. They knew it, but they still tried to work with him, thinking that, okay, we'll give him a chance, you know. And then he said something stupid, and they got rid of him. He was only there for 2 weeks, and he said something stupid. It's like, yeah, well, you all knew what he was about. And so the people that were complaining about how come Adam Sessler didn't do something about FROSK is because FROSK was his equal, because she was a contracted employee, and so was Adam Sessler. Adam Sessler did not dig into his own pocket and restart G4. That wasn't his money. Adam Sessler was brought back because he was a throwback to the past. So they brought him back. And he didn't have any power to stop her. And because I have to believe that if Adam Sessler wouldn't have hired her, I mean, I truly believe Adam Sessler would not have hired that girl, because he's used to working with an Olivia Munn and a Morgan Webb, and those women are professional. You could say that they're corny, but they were professionals, so they knew what they were doing. So let's see here. Yeah, the sales gap is getting wider between PlayStation and Xbox. And there's nothing wrong with the Xbox. I keep trying to tell people that the people that are upset with Xbox is people that have Xboxes. I don't know anybody that talks about it a whole lot anymore. I mean, they call out the bullshit these guys are lying about on Twitter. But here, I'll put this back up on the screen here so that you all can follow along with the brother man. So this was from Monday and today's Wednesday. I thought I had to work today. I thought I was working Tuesday, Wednesday, was off Thursday, and was working Friday, but glad I had the day off. Just needed a day off. It's the last warm day, at least according to our calendar, or according to our weather, for 30 days. It's going to be 90 degrees a day, and then that's it. Like tomorrow, it's going to be like 75, which I prefer. I prefer cooler weather. So, but that's kind of what I said was going to happen here. That's why you idiots have got to give me my flowers, because I told you guys that if Call of Duty leaves PlayStation, that Battlefield would just simply take its place. You know, everybody was like, oh no, it's not gonna happen, and you know, oh no, Sony doesn't know what they're doing, and you know, it's, you know, it is what it is, people. You know, all these idiots are running around, you know, not telling you the truth. And it's a good article. I left a link in the description. So but all Battlefield needs to do is become Battlefield. And if you want to know, Deathloop may be multi-plat, but new controls make it best on PS5. So that's according to Push Square. And if you're you're either a circle or you're a Push Square. So, you know, it doesn't matter to me. I haven't played this yet. So what do you all think about Deathloop if you haven't played it yet? I didn't know Destroy All Humans was back. Cool. Cool, okay. That game's fun. It's a fun game. My girl will love that. She loves that game. I just have to go around and blow stuff up. Yeah. But yeah, so just so that you all know that, you know, Sony's not resting on its laurels when it comes to that stuff. You hope they have at least put FROSK on. Nah, they're not gonna do that. So come on now. They're not. Come on, they're not gonna do that with her. I mean, they bought out her contract. They bought out her contract. That's what they did. And it's not like they fired her with. I mean, they terminated her with cause, it sounds like, and they bought out her contract. So, and so if she had $30,000 left on that contract, she got a check for $30K and walked away. Now, I will say this: she's not been on social media a whole lot since all that happened. So apparently, now for all I know, she may have a big thing up today. I don't follow her. So, and I mean, I hate to see anybody, and now they're saying that she's the reason why that network failed, and I think that's giving her too much credit. But like I said, you got a bunch of stupid people out there. So, the new PS5 model is fantastic. You wish they thought of it sooner. Now it gives everyone options between digital and disc. Yeah, to me, if you bought the digital PS5, I would buy the disc, but it's going to cost you about $100. Okay, just so you know, it will cost you $100, probably, more than likely. What is this? The audio stream current bit rate lower than recommended bit rate. We recommend you use audio stream 128. All right, I will change that when I'm done. I promise you. Yeah, she got terminated, but she got terminated and they paid her contract, so it's kind of like, I mean, you ain't got to go to work. I mean, somebody, just imagine walking into work and you're a contracted employee, and for the rest of the year, you're owed $27,000, and for the rest of the year, you're $27,000 by the end of the year, and then they fire you, or they ask you to leave, and they just buy out your contract. They literally send you to HR, and they give you a cashier's check for $27,000. Are you really going to be that upset? I mean, I know what I would do. I would call up one MT and be like, hey, I'm going to Brazil. You know, I'm going to take about 5 stacks, you know, and still be in good shape. So, but yeah, she got terminated. And look, I don't like for anybody to lose their job. I don't like for anybody to lose their job. So I'm not happy about the people losing their job, because it's not the, you know, like I was saying last night on 60 Frames No Lag, there's other people affected. The camera people are affected. The script writers are affected. The directors are affected. by her abrasive ass person, because what she does is it's like, you're going to cater to me. You're going to cater to me because I have been historically, you know, I have been historically picked on and laughed at, and my sexual orientation has been called into question. And, you know, so therefore I can go around and act like a bitch and you can't do shit about it. So, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm, you know, she needed to go. So she's gone, and, you know, like the song by Hall & Oates, she's gone. Oh, I mean, she's gone. And so, you know, the question is are you going to watch G4 now that she's gone? You know, when you say, yes, I will watch G4. I mean, you know, we'll have to wait and see if their ratings come up. Because if their ratings come up and, you know, or whatever, their clicks and all that stuff come up, and she's not there, they could literally collate and say, yeah, the reason why we couldn't get the numbers is because of her. They will actually have objective data that says, yeah, look, here's what we were at when you were here. Now we're up here. You were terrible. So we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. How do I think of Modern Warfare 2 third-person mode? I want to play that mode in single player. Because that's what I'm used to playing. You know, I want to play it in single player. Will they? Can I do it in single player mode? That's my question. If I can, woohoo! It's like Resident Evil 8 and 7, or is it just 8? It's Resident Evil 7 and 8. You're going to be able to play in third person mode. So I think it's 7 as well. So that's what I want to play it in, because Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, Resident Evil 2, the remaster, the remake, whatever you want to call it, that was third person. You know, you can play Oblivion in third person. You can play Fallout in third person. You can play Skyrim in third person. Now, Bethesda will tell you that they prefer you play Oblivion in first person, and I don't blame them, because when I did play Oblivion in first person for like 4 hours. This was years ago, and I will admit it ain't nothing to sneeze at, especially when you go into the where the snow area is. When you go into these different biomes, and it does look fantastic. So shout out to them. Yeah, she got the boot. So there you go, Vija. Got her boots at the boot store. But forget about the boots. Y'all need to give me my flowers. So just leave my flowers out there, because it's almost going on 10:45, and I want to call in the B2 and get one man army. But let me go ahead and leave my contact information. Is it PlayStation? I don't know. Hold on. Nah. I mean, how many of you all have my PlayStation ID? So if you want to play The Division Part 2, we can play that. So just contact me on Twitter, and I'll send it to you on Twitter. So, but if you want to contact me on Xbox, it's Situated Spoon 26. That is Situated Spoon 26. So like Situated Spoon 26. That's my Xbox handle. Now, I'm not going to put Game Pass back on until December, just to see what they got. So, you know, because they're supposed to be getting some bangers by the end of the year. We're going to find out. But that's all I have for you, people. You know, that's all I have for you. Nothing major. I had the should FROSK have been fired from G4 TV? What is you all's opinion? And like I said, Sony's got plenty of options when it comes to the whole Call of Duty thing. Don't get your panties in a wad, girls. So, and so you all have poor FROSK. I agree. You know, I agree. I'm sorry that she lost her job. So, but you know, I wish her the best of luck going into the fall. Winter is here, like Kevin Samuels would say. People getting evicted at an exponentially fast rate, and I certainly hope that doesn't happen to her or anybody. So, guys, that is it. I am going to bounce like a check. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.